Hey man, it's me Switchcat, and today we've got a short one because I basically spent all day driving today. And sometimes that happens, but I did get a request from Kenny, and Kenny seems like a nice guy. And Kenny wants to know more about the mechanical bosses, trap thing I built. So, viewer interaction. First of all, you want to build this thing nice and tall so there's space, but not so tall that you can't see both the top and bottom, in the screen, obviously. And up on the top, spiky ball traps. If you want to use spiky ball traps, you're going to need to hack your way into the temple, which is going to be somewhere deep in the jungle biome, and you can use the stairs trick that I discussed to pass through the door, at least on the Switch version, which is what I play. And then here I've put statues. The statues are basically going to generate low-level monsters, which have a small % chance of dropping hearts. And then, of course, you have heart statues. And down here, before I had the cell phone, I had to use this clock because it'll put up under me your blah blah blah. If you have the clock, it'll put underneath your mini map the time of day, which is so that you can get the maximum amount of time to fight the bosses. Because while these traps will tear them up, the fight will last a long time. And with like the Skeletron Prime, you've got to kind of work on them smartly, because if you rely entirely upon the traps, you may run out of time. You've got to use the traps, and you've got to find ways to fight him. So usually I'll work him down to where he's got like one arm or something left. And then I'll, teleport over to my house, which you saw in the last video. It's just right here. I mean, you'll have wings by that time. And go over to my house, maybe talk to the nurse, and fight Skeletron Prime's head and remaining arms that way. Got to be, it's not going to do it for you. These aren't AFK. These are just kind of like, they assist with overall DPS. Okay, so on the wall, I've got the dart traps, which you're going to find throughout the ruins or throughout the caverns, and then the ruins of the temple, you're going to find these super dart traps, and I just kind of alternated them. So basically, when it's on, it's just going to go like this. The reason why I have them shooting at the door is specifically for my strategy for the twins, which we're going to do today. So as you can see, all these balls and spears and stuff are pointed down. You've got little monsters and things being generated. Bats and skeletons and stuff are being messed up. And they drop loot. In this case, it's mostly going to be gel. But they will drop hearts from time to time, which supplements the hearts that drop out of here. And then I've also got potions. So, rather than using the Stardust Dragon, I'm going to use, I don't know, maybe the Piranha Gun and the Spider Staff. Just to kind of show that I'm not going to change my armor because I don't want to strip off on any of my mannequins. But you don't really need to have the in-game weapons to cheese your way through it, because the traps will do so much damage to the twins. But you will need a little bit of an assist. One spider will do it. Spiders like to attack everything. So, you can summon forth the enemy at 8 p.m. And I got an eyeball right here, so we can give it a shot. Now, once you get the picture, I may switch to the more powerful weapons just to finish them off. But once again, as I said, simple setup like this can do a lot of damage to the bosses. You may not finish them off, so you still got to finish them off. And this is only going to work for Skeletron Prime and the eyeball. For the destroyer, you want to use a slightly different method, which is what I call the destroyer rope trick. It's where you just go up and down on the rope. Hang on a second. There we go. Get rid of that guy. 742. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I don't mess this up on video for all to see. 52, 53. See, they're dropping hearts. See all the hearts? And I've got it just high enough to where I won't just automatically pick them up. And that's so that I can kind of reserve them. Okay, it's 8 p.m. Let's go. And no! And see, he's over there. He's on the wrong side right now. So, teleport. And you see that the traps are hitting them. They're doing what they do. I'm getting hearts. And see how he's there like that? He's right. I'm kind of like got him right there in the traps. He's getting beat up by the traps. And if they start messing with you too much, you teleport away from them. They're coming. Because the whole time this is happening, they're getting hit by traps. I'm getting hearts. His stuff won't penetrate that teleporter. My armor's pretty good, so they're not doing much. But even with weaker armor, you just avoid getting hit too much and you'll be fine. Put the spider on him. Oh yeah, I want to use a piranha gun. That'll be cool. Piranha gun. See the piranha's like stuck to him? He can't do nothing. I'm getting hearts. And that's the point of the teleporters. Now, a modification of this method would be to have a little bit more room for yourself. Oops, I turned off my piranha gun. Okay, go. I gotta actually hit him once. Come on, piranha gun. There he goes. Alright, I'm getting beat up now. Take a potion. I think the piranha gun's kind of cheating, but it's fun, that's why. There we go. So anyway, if you end up getting into flames, you just teleport away from them. Pick up some hearts. Once again, I'm being pretty lazy because it's a different situation. And they'll follow you all over the place, so if you want to teleport over and like talk to the nurse, you can. There you go. I'm gonna go over there, teleport back. As you can see, teleporters are a big part of my overall strategy. Still not really using much in the way of weapons. Okay, he's dead. Hit this guy. Now, you can mostly avoid him because he'll try to stay above you. They're dead. So that's the end. I got pretty close to the line there while fighting with, was it spasmatism or whatever. But still got it done. So that's how the traps work. And I'll just go ahead and give you a picture of the wiring. Where's my thing at? There it is. So if you select a wrench or something like that, you can see the wires. So there's my wiring diagram. And of course it just runs up the wall there, going through all the traps. And it's attached to the switch, and it's attached to the timer. Multiple lines and stuff attached to the various different elements, and of course different colors so the teleporter doesn't teleport me back into my house every time. And the timer is going to make these guys generate every 3 seconds. It's going to make hearts pop every 3 seconds. It's going to make skeletons come out every 3 seconds. You know, you get it. You get the idea. And that's it. I go back to my house where I have less skeleton noise. There we go. Anyway. So yeah, that was a little bit sloppy, but we got through it. And you can see that even really not paying a whole lot of attention, I was able to take out the twins. Not too much trouble. Now, you definitely got to be on your game. Even with good equipment, you've got to be on your game with Skeletron Prime, because if you're not vigilant and maneuvering and being smart, watching your health, even with really good stuff, he'll tear you up. So it's not one of those things that you can just fire and forget, but, you know, bring my Stardust Dragon back out. With some okay weapons and okay armor, and jumping around a lot, you get the hearts, you get the potions going, you get through it just fine. The traps are just to help you out, and to kind of act as a defensive barrier for all those lasers and stuff, which, while the eyeballs do not get blocked, the lasers do. And so that's been the thing. I hope that helps you out. Anyway, thanks for watching this short one, and maybe we'll see you in the next one. Oh, and last thing, I'm not good at this. Don't copy me. You can use me as sort of like an idea of what parts you want and what parts you don't. If I was a pro, I'd be like, I'm a pro, you do what I say. But I'm not. I'm just a cat. Have fun with games. Be good and have a good day. Bye.